Megaherzzz. You're listening to Megaherzzz on 4ZZZ.
You're listening to Megaherzzz on 4ZZZ. I'm Sarah, my pronouns are they, them, and I would like to acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land that I'm broadcasting from here, the Turrabul and the Jaggera people, and acknowledge their connection to country, and also acknowledge them as new music makers since the dawn of humanity. They have been making music and giving us lots of new tunes. So thank you, and we stand in solidarity with you. Now, I'm about to go into our Megaherzzz segment that we do every week. This is our men's violence and femicide register. So please do practice self-care if you need to. It is a very difficult segment, and I totally understand if you do need to turn the radio down for 5 minutes, but otherwise please do keep listening, because it is a very, very important topic, and we have made a commitment to discuss this on Megaherzzz every week, because it is not well reported on, so we need to keep it in the spotlight. So, but please do take self-care if you need to. So we do get our news directly from Sherele Moody and the Red Heart campaign. Sherele does a lot of independent journalism in this area, and we do rely on that news because a lot of this stuff is not easy to find and not talked about a lot. So it is a really important project, and we do want to highlight that each week. So this week, there have been 41 women who have been unlawfully killed this year, and this week a 62-year-old woman was murdered yesterday in Mount Pritchard in New South Wales. A man known to her is charged with her murder. It is considered to be a domestic and family violence murder. So she's the 41st woman killed this year, and that actually makes 3 women who have lost their lives due to violence this week. So police are also investigating a murder-suicide in Bordertown in South Australia. There's not a lot known about that one. There is no names have been released. It's not known who killed whom, and so there are no details on that one. But I can tell you that a woman and a male are dead, and that they were in a relationship. The woman was 41 years old, and the man was 47 years old. So I will, when Sherele Moody knows more and she'll do a great job investigating that, and when she knows more, we'll let you know more when we find out. And also earlier this week there was an unknown woman. The woman was known. Her name has not been released, and it was a 59-year-old nurse that working in Joondalup Healthcare Campus in Perth. So she was originally from New Zealand, but was an Australian resident, she passed away after injury sustained from being. She was hit by an electric scooter, I believe, an electric vehicle, which is a huge problem, and from reckless driving. So look, this is a really tough hearing about these, but I would like to highlight, if you do need help, there are places that you can get support. The domestic violence support line 1-800-RESPECT, which is 1-800-737-732. There's also the DV Connect Women's line, which is 1-800-811-811. The DV Connect Men's line, and that is 1-800-600-636. And there is also another Men's Line Australia, which is 1-300-789978. So you're listening to Megaherzzz on 4ZZZ. I'm going to keep going with some music.
Shout out to Pamela. Thank you very much for resubscribing as a passionate subscriber. Enjoy that sweet passionate subscriber merch.
Thank you, Pamela, for being a passionate subscriber. Say that 5 times fast. Thank you, Pamela, and thank you to all of our subscribers. We had quite a few subscribers today. We've had that light's been flashing. It hasn't told me the names of the subscribers, so maybe you have chosen to remain anonymous and not have your name called out on air, which is totally your right. You could do that, but I would like to thank you anyway. So thank you, whoever you are who is subscribing today, because that warm inner glow, I just love seeing that light flash. It makes my day, and I hope that the music that you're hearing today is making your day as well.
Close your eyes. Feel the sun.
I am Sarah. You heard Feel the Sun by Misfit Rebel Alliance, which is the latest single from Misfit Rebel Alliance, which is a band out of Yamba, Australia. And it was written for Troy, one of the band members, Troy's dad, when he was in an aged care facility, and written, about a time where he was there and, having the sun shining on his skin, and a beautiful moment in time. And I think it's just such a beautiful reminder about the simple pleasures of, being alive. So what a beautiful song from Misfit Rebel Alliance. You're listening to Megaherzzz, and I'm playing you new releases today, new releases that I have found around and about the place, and I've found here on the 4ZZZ database. One of the things we were talking about earlier when I was talking with the Z-Lines crew, we're talking about all the great music that you can find here on 4ZZZ that you don't get in other places, because it just doesn't tend to be part of the algorithm. But so much amazing music that is being made in and around Australia by independent musicians, and in particular, fem-led music. Tends to the algorithm does tend to go against it. Local fem-led bands and female singer-songwriters. So here we are on Megaherzzz, and we're playing them for you today. I got a text in, not intended for me, but I just wanted to read it out anyway. So on a Monday, we get a lot of text from people who are sending the text in early for the Locked In show, and this one is a shout out to Miss Sister at BWCC. The person says that they love them so much and can't wait for them to come home, and they'll get the shout out tonight, but I thought I'll give you an extra shout out because at Megaherzzz we are all about the sisterhood, so shout out to all of those sisters that are inside, and I just wanted to acknowledge the great work that the Locked In show does every Monday night at 6 p.m. They're here, and they read out texts, they read out letters that they're VIPs, so the very important prisoners that they write in, and and they take song requests. They take song requests by letter, I believe. You need to write a letter to get your song requested, or else they would be overwhelmed with the text requests. But they try and keep it fair there. So they if you want a song requested there, you can write into them. But it is a really amazing show, and it is unique to Triple Z, and it is a really big part of what we do here. So I just wanted to give a shout out to the Locked In crew and particularly CJ at the Locked In crew, and just congratulate them on the great work that they do and for being such an amazing part of the 4ZZZ community. So a lot of the VIPs are not in a position where they can subscribe to 4ZZZ. So if you wanna subscribe, you get when you subscribe, you're asked to put down what your favourite show is. So if you can't choose, because there's so many great shows on 4ZZZ, feel free to put down Megaherzzz if that's your favourite show. I'm not telling you not to do that. But if you can't decide, it's always a great idea to put in your vote for Locked In, because it is an amazing show that it really deserves all the attention that it can get, and is an amazing thing that we do here on 4ZZZ Community Radio. So yay, shout out to the Locked In crew. You're listening to Megaherzzz. That was Nightlight with Heaven Below. Thank you for joining me today. I'm going to leave you with a track from Kathleen Turner, Overdrive. This is their latest single, Sticks and Stones. You've been listening to Megaherzzz on 4ZZZ.